In this module, we are going to discuss about how to formulate a research problem. Research problem is basically the question you want to be answered, or any assumption or assertion that you want to challenge or investigate in the existing research. It is important that all research questions cannot be transformed into research problems. Some may prove extremely difficult to study, or it has been already researched. The potential research questions may occur to us on a regular basis. The process by which you streamline the research questions into research problem is an art and also a science. It requires considerable knowledge both in the subject area as well as research methodology. The more you examine a question closely, soon you will realize the complexity of formulating an idea into a problem. Some of the typical research questions: how do consumers' environmental consciousness, health consciousness, and economic consciousness affect their attitudes towards bicycle sharing services? In this research question, you can see some factors which the researcher has considered in order to explain the attitude towards bike sharing services. The second research question would be: is the theory of planned behavior a suitable model for predicting individuals' investment intention in wind energy? In this research question, you can see the theory of planned behavior, which is a theoretical framework, was used in order to explain the investment intention in wind energy. So the researcher here wants to study the suitability of TPB for explaining the investment intention in wind energy. Here you can see the researcher has taken up a theory in order to explain a problem. The third one is: what is the time series aggregation method? What time series aggregation method works best in terms of results accuracy and calculation time for multi-sector energy system optimization models featuring sector coupling? Now, in this research question, you can see that the researcher wants to evaluate a time series aggregation method in terms of both accuracy and calculation time for ESOM. So here we can see that how the researcher is wanting to study the existing method in terms of understanding an optimization problem. Now, what you see here are the research questions from a research paper, which is the final product. But the formation of research question, in order to form this research question, a Herculean amount of effort will go into streamlining and simplifying the research question which is under consideration. Now, a question will arise: what is the importance of a research problem? Or why do we need to formulate a research problem? Unless you know the problem, the solution will not be possible. With this analogy in mind, the research formulation of a research problem is the first and the most important step of the research process. The research problem, you can compare it to be the foundation of a building. It serves as a foundation of a research study. The better you put in the foundation, the building would be stronger. In the same way, the more well defined the research problem is, the research endeavor will become more in depth. This is the end of this module.